Okay, so here on this planet Earth, it's this little blue dot with lots of oceans. Oceans that can wash over the planet, and oceans that do wash over the planet every now and again. So what we're going to do is we're going to build like a mega city here in Brisbane, and we're not going to get too far into that right now, but we're going to talk about Aura of Intelligence, because that ties everything together. It's a graphical user interface that is going to harness blockchain, big data, AI, Internet of Things in the most trustworthy and virtuous way. So it's going to be a scaffold in your personal space where you're going to build all your algorithms. You'll do body scans, put your interests, your goals, your emotions, your personality, visualizations. On the inside of the layer, it's all your private data. On the outside layer, you put all the stuff for the public. It's kind of going to have an app that I've already been building. It's kind of I can't see behind my thing here, but we'll quickly go into that. So you got your build your avatar, you got your social web, family, favorites, bucket lists, all that kind of jazz. You build your calendars, you put your algorithms, all your machine learning stuff, where you're going to store your memory, where you're going to compute things, all that jazz. Then you build your aura, you put your matrix in. It's all in a 2D matrix, and then you go into your 3D matrix. So when you're wearing virtual reality or augmented reality glasses, it gets better. We'll also have your mind palaces, and all of these different auras will be relative to different proximity things as well. But we'll get out of this now. We'll keep going. There's a very big target market. Buddhism, Hinduism, everyone that is aware of auras. We've got Aura of Intelligence tying everything together. Then we have 500 Queens Venture Capital. This is a venture capital initiative to fund 500 female-led startups over 5 years. First of all, starting in Australia, because women-led startups only get like 2% of VC funding in it went down from 2020 from 2.3 to 2% in 2021, so it's gone backwards even more. So basically we're going to try and raise that over the next 15 years to 50% through 500 Queens Venture Capital, then 10,000 Queens Venture Capital, which is duplicating 500 Queens Venture Capital in the G20 nations, and then from there extrapolating another 500 into 100 countries. So in the end we'll have 50,000 queens. We'll address long-term existential threats. We'll build a global association for joyful, responsible abundance. Build subterranean cities that prevent us from being, that solve existential threats like climate change, and even worse than what we expect of climate change now, solar micronova and things that happen on the 6,000 and 12,000 year scales that are beyond written memory and only happen in mythological lore, but actually do happen because there's emergent science with the internet now everyone, and better sensors is kind of proof that's going to be undeniable in the coming years. Only a few mavericks and catastrophist people really understand that at the moment, but if we build long-term civilization planning into 500 Queens and 10,000 Queens startups in Brisbane and then around the world, and if we do that well, we'll be able to speed up the expansion of consciousness. We'll be able to go to multi-planets, we'll solve existential threats, we'll have joyful, responsible abundance, and we'll know ourselves better. We'll clean our environment, we'll stop waste, we'll have more than 10 billion people on the planet, but also be seeding around the universe and around the solar system at a rate that is sustainable, so that we all we get along. Once we get to a certain point, we'll all be multilingual, understand each other, and the world would be pretty cool.